Hello, friends. Do you enjoy this show? Do you want to support the work we do? Why not support us on Patreon? If you're listening to this on Podbean right now, you're in luck. Podbean makes it easy to become a patron. If you're using the Podbean app, just hit the Become a Patron button right near the bottom of the screen. If you're on a desktop, look for the Become a Patron button near the top right corner of your screen. We enjoy bringing content to you guys, and we'd appreciate having support to continue doing these shows. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time once again for the show so bad that Lexi Bell wouldn't grant us an interview even if we asked her to. It's time for Glory Holes and Beer. Let's get started.
We're glory holes, and we drink beer, and we drink beer. We're glory holes, and we drink beer, and we drink beer.
Hey everybody, this is Goobs.
You're doing it all wrong.
Aww.
Jesus Christ.
I tried.
It's the wrong show.
Oh.
How's it going, buddy?
Well, that was something.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good.
What's new and exciting?
Not too much on my end. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. On this episode of Glory Holes and Beer, we
got a special guest.
We do have a special guest, the lovely and talented Jenny. How's it going, Jenny?
Oh, you're too sweet.
Well, I mean,
He's kind of sour.
A little bit.
I have to save the sweetness for somebody, and it's certainly not going to be Goobs.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, fuck you too, buddy.
I love you too, my friend.
I'm not going to reciprocate.
You never do, and that's part of the problem.
I'm on one side of glory hole, just the in, not the out.
So it's been a while since we've last done an episode. I saw you last week at Super Kicked. What did you think?
Yeah, we sure did. You fucking trolled me like a motherfucker.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. I sent you a text. Yo, you coming tonight, man? No, I'm not coming. I thought you had tickets. Yeah, I'm not coming, man. And then you show up behind me during the show, you bastard.
You showed up late, too.
Yeah, and someone hit me, and I had to be, because they don't serve cans anymore, they serve beer bottles. I had a beer bottle in my hand, and you hit me on the back, and I was just like, what's going on right now?
Dude, honestly, you're so lucky he didn't punch you or hit you with that bottle, because that is usually what happens in that situation when someone tries to surprise him.
Yeah, if someone scares me, they get hit. I've done that before in my life.
Like, honestly, when I'm trying to scare him, I have to be ready to go boop and then duck, or else, because the hand always comes out instinctively, or else I'm going to get it in the face.
No,
not good.
Not that we condone domestic violence here on Glory Holes.
No, not at all. It's
not at all.
He doesn't hit me because I know it's coming. I duck.
It's just a reactionary
she knows what
thing.
she's going into.
Yeah, it's like by choice.
It's
not beating by choice. But.
Here's an example of this. I was at this shitty horror haunted house thing. House of Frankenstein. This is when we both first got together. And I'm walking around this place, and I told her I don't like scary shit. Like, I'll watch horror movies. I love horror movies, but, like, being in the situation, I don't do fare too well in.
Where I love haunted houses.
So I'm walking through this thing, and someone in a werewolf mask comes up behind me and scares me, and I pretty much punched nose right in on that werewolf.
Thank God there was padding.
It was happened to be a female inside, and
I felt so bad.
I didn't feel too good about it at the moment, but
apologize.
Poor werewolf mascot.
The wolf mask saved her, man.
I thought it was a wolf, so I punched it.
Shit,
that's what happens in real life.
You often find yourself fighting wolves in real lives? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, as a young child, I was sent out in the wild. It was just a spear in my underwear, and I had to go fight a whole bunch of wolves in order to bring my family pride.
In just your with just a beer in your underwear, is that what you said?
No, not a beer, a spear. A spear,
weapon.
If I had a beer in my underwear, I'd probably be making love with the wolves. I'd have a wolf man child. Call him Michael J. Fox.
That when you were a child, you did this. That's disgusting.
Be Teen Wolf.
Isn't Teen Wolf the one where supposedly in the end credits there's someone in the stands at the basketball game jacking off?
Yeah, I heard that one.
I wouldn't be surprised.
It wasn't you, was it?
No, I don't know what year that was made. Like 83?
That would be the year I was born.
Yeah, that would have been.
That's 83.
That would have been the year before I was born.
Don't worry, we have a fact checker here tonight,
that's my
man.
New job.
And by fact checker, you mean looking on their phone for IMDb?
Oh, fuck IMDb. Just Google, man. I'm too lazy for IMDb.
IMDb is too much work.
Oh, because I have to type in IMDb.
Speaking of IMDb, you're talking to someone who's on IMDb.
Yeah, me. No, I'm kidding.
Wait, Goobs, are you legitimately on
Yeah.
IMDb? For what?
Yeah. From Random Rob. I said that properly. Holy fuck.
High five.
You got... I know, that's a fucking tongue twister of a show title.
1985
Jesus.
for Teen Wolf, by the way.
Okay, so I would have been less than a year old. They would have been...
Oh, you mean we're older than you?
Yeah, we would have been 2, hon. It's not that far off.
Still. Why am I always the granny?
That's just the way it is.
Oh, fuck. Life sucks. Welcome to my hell.
I don't see you on IMDb. This is bothering me. Are you under Steve or Steven or Goobs?
I don't know. It's under Rob's thing.
Now you're making me go to IMDb.
Now Jen's going to try to find us. Yeah, me and Ripken Calvin are on there.
Tells me to get the app. You're all in trouble.
Just get the app.
No, fuck that. That takes up space for all my pictures that I have that are...
Yeah, pictures of the kiddo.
I still have pictures of the kid from when he was like a baby on my phone. I will not delete them.
She's a phone hoarder.
Oh, yeah. I'm a hoarder of everything.
I don't even see Random Ramblings with Rob on.
No, me neither, but maybe it, like under his name. What's his name?
I don't know. Ripken said that, and maybe he's lying to me to make me feel good.
No, I don't think so.
It could be. I think Ripken lies to you a lot.
Gosh, he does not.
You're just mad because do we tired or we beat you on the last podcast prediction pool? Hosted by @SecretTranspod.
Which you can find on Twitter @SecretTranspod, or you can find on iTunes Secret Transmission Podcast. They're also on YouTube, so check out their videos there. Their videos are much better than our videos.
You know what, man? They are, because I really fucking love that show.
It is a good one.
This one, I guess I can say I have watched maybe 5 seconds of it.
It's disgusting, so let's make shit dirty and see if Jen gets weird.
Steve just tells me everything, and I'm like, oh, 8. Jeez, okay. At least that one, I'm like, I know about this stuff.
Yeah, I'm big into conspiracy theories, so I love the Secret Transmission Podcast, guys.
I'm a big nut for that crap.
Me too.
I actually sent Toby a message tonight to talk about the Kurt Cobain conspiracy. If it was a murder or suicide.
I'm still waiting for him to get back to me on the
John Lennon?
Paul is dead conspiracy.
Oh, sorry, Paul, not John.
Goddamn.
One of the Beatles.
Goddamn Toby.
Yeah, you know about this?
No.
That, like, they think there's a big conspiracy that, like, he died, and it's just, like, a replacement, and they just, like, played it off and all this shit. It's, like, ridiculous.
Yeah, and that the replacement was actually, like, a former RCMP officer from Ontario.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, a Canadian?
Yep.
Long live Canada.
The Paul McCartney that's living right now is supposedly, actually a Canadian named William Campbell.
I did not know about this at all.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You have to look up the Paul is dead conspiracy. It's so fascinating. Personally, I think it's just the Beatles that sort of, they first heard about it and then they sort of went along with it, but never admitted to it. But I do think the Beatles had a hand in playing along and feeding into the conspiracy theory, although like I said, they'll never admit it.
No.
Oh, they would have to, because it's like bringing them in as a brother pretty much. If you're a band, you're like a brother.
Yeah.
So, shout out to Band of Brothers.
Speaking of brothers, I think Ripken lied to you, because I don't see Random Ramblings with Rob anywhere on IMDb.
Oh, now we're gonna have to rip Ripken, and
we have to
rip
Ripken.
We'll make him show us tomorrow, and then we'll take a picture of it, and we'll send it.
That's
to
it, Ripken. The
We're
Rasselmere, Teddy Bean, and Goobs, and the Glory Holes and Beers are going to be coming after you, brother.
And you don't want Glory Holes and Beer coming after you.
Fuck no.
No, you don't want to get cummed on after a Glory Hole.
Oh, Steve, that's gross.
I told you, this is going to go places.
If you can see my face, it's so red from being embarrassed right now.
Yeah, she has a tomato face.
Jenny made her face.
Oh man. But yeah, no, I'm still waiting on Toby to get back to me. If he doesn't get back to me on doing an episode with him, I think I'm gonna revoke his nickname, #RedSexy. So there is a story behind that. So go listen to the Secret Transmission podcast, Jack the Ripper episode, and you'll understand #RedSexy. But if he doesn't allow us...
Fucking amazing story.
It is. But if he doesn't allow us on the podcast, then I am going to officially revoke that name title from him.
Oh, punches have been thrown.
Can you live without #RedSexy, Toby? I don't think you can.
Oh, Ocho is calling you out right now, Toby. You better watch out. His slaps are vicious, as you can see in a past video of him slapping me in the fucking face.
Available on the Ocho and Ortiz Wrestling Podcast YouTube channel.
Available on the If I See You, I'm gonna slap you. For slapping him. You don't slap him. I don't like that. That's my job,
Don't get between a man and his woman,
He
man.
told me to! Oh shit, I just broke kayfabe.
Oh no!
Piss.
Delete!
Delete!
You just got deleted.
That comment will become obsolete through editing.
You got deleted!
Oh man.
Okay.
But
nobody's listening anyways.
no one cares. At this point, no one cares.
All good. Nothing happened.
But we usually like to tell stories on Glory Holes and Beer, which usually leads us into inappropriate things.
Oh,
Yes.
Lord.
So this week, and I honestly don't know when this episode is gonna fucking air, because we don't really have a lot of space on our Podbean account right now. I might post it on the Ocho and Ortiz Podbean account and make it...
We just post it on YouTube. It's free.
No, see, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post it on the Ocho and Ortiz Podbean account, but I'm gonna do it on our Patreon page, so people have to pay to listen to this, and then that way...
Oh shit.
And then I can use that money to pay for the unlimited Podbean account for Glory Holes and Beer.
There we go, advertising, folks.
There we go. So check out both channels. And Wrestle Nerds, I think, are coming to Podbean soon, or you're working on that.
Yeah, we're thinking about making it just audio. Won't have audio in.
But so this week, and we're recording this on what the fuck day is this? February what?
3rd.
February 3rd. So earlier this past week, it was announced that one of the biggest music chains here in Canada over the last 30 years, HMV, is closing its doors, shutting down. They've gone into receivership. I've heard varying reports. I've heard that they owe $39 million. I've heard that they owe upwards of $56 million.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So because of that,
That's a lot of money.
because they're so in debt to the record labels and other people, they cannot afford to continue doing business, and therefore they're being forced to shut their doors here in Canada for good on April the 30th. HMV was a big part of my life.
Oh, damn right, man.
Like,
Where you go get all your CDs and cassettes back in the day.
yeah, and then as things changed, DVDs, VHSs, movies, Blu-rays, all that sort of thing. But it was one of the biggest chains in Canada to buy music and movies.
Oh, it definitely was. Like, I probably spent at least 100 hours of my lifetime inside
Oh
the
my
HMV.
god, even longer.
If
You were like
not
a
more.
big, like, I didn't know you back then, but I remember, like, you always, like, that was your favorite
I
thing
always
to do,
remember
was, like,
going
go
to the
there and
HMV
look
in
at
Oshawa
CDs.
and looking around in there, and I saw, I'm a big fan of Insane Clown Posse. I'm a big juggalo. I
But
always
not
have
so
been.
badly that you're going to paint your
Always
face
will
daily.
be. No, I won't paint my face daily, but I have painted my face several occasions.
You're a big
Nothing wrong.
juggalo and an even bigger gigolo.
I'm
His
just
wife
a
is here. You don't
gigolo.
need to tell these things.
But yeah, I was like going.
I'm
through
sorry,
there
they
and
have to
probably
come
going-
out eventually, Jenny.
Please tell me it's real.
I sell myself down on Church Street.
Oh, you were
Down
such
near
an
Hooker
angel.
Harvey's.
Hooker Harvey.
Fucking Hooker Harvey's.
Wait, is it a coincidence that Hooker Harvey's and HMV are closing around the same time?
Made off.
May-
That's a conspiracy.
Maybe this is a Secret Transmission podcast episode right there.
I don't know what HMV stands for, but maybe the H means hookers.
Hooker's,
Allegedly,
Hooker's
it's...
moist vagina.
Wait,
I know.
allegedly it's his master's voice, which sounds like some BDSM shit to me.
Yeah, it does. Something.
No, Hooker's moist vagina. That's what it stands for.
But it legitimately is his master's voice.
Huh, I didn't know that. Interesting.
Yeah, but I was looking around through the VHSs and all that shit, and I found a JCW, like, wrestling, like, VHS #1, and I was so fucking stoked. I think I paid $42 for that motherfucking thing.
On the plus side,
but I still have it.
it.
I still have it.
Nice.
It like Jason Sensations on that shit, man.
Nice.
I should have got him autographed when he was still around. I'm kicking myself over that, because he would have done it for free, because things.
Because things and such. That's the way of the things, you know.
But
I'm breaking kayfabe on that.
We love Jason, though. He's a good guy, and it was awesome hanging out with him outside of Super Kicked.
Oh, fucking right, man. On many occasions. Yep. Great dude.
But HMV, you spent a lot of hours there. That's where I spent a lot of my hours in my youth. And I ended up working there from 2006 to 2014. So I spent about 8 years there. So...
Fuck, man. I wish I knew you so I get some discounts on all the money I spent on that shit.
Oh, man. The discounts actually used to be so good, but then they changed it and the discounts became shit. But the discounts used to be one of the best discounts for any workplace in Canada, as far as I know. But,
yeah, that's what I heard, so that's why I wish I knew you back then.
Just so you could get free shit.
Totally.
Why not? I can still get deals on shit now, just at another place.
Nice. But, so, having worked there for almost 8 years, I kind of have a bit of insight into how things were run and operated there. And trust me when I say that it's not things going digital that's killed HMV in Canada. It's not from people not buying anything anymore. It's not from lack of interest in hard copies because everyone's moving to digital. That's just a bullshit smokescreen.
Yeah, collectors are collectors, right? If you want a big DVD collection, you go for it, or
and
Blu-ray, you go for it.
so much other stuff, like novelty-wise, too, that I can't see they don't make money. Like.
Well, HMV is the reason that HMV is dying. I mean, a small part of it, too, is that a lot of places now are charging more for rent for businesses and stuff. So that's why some stores with HMV have closed over the years. Like the Young and Bluer store, like Dufferin Mall a couple of years ago before they eventually reopened it. But this mass closure is not because of the rent. It's not because of digital sales. This is HMV being poorly run, and it's unfortunate to see because there are so many things that they could have done differently that they chose not to. It pains me to see. And I saw an article on Facebook the other day where it's basically, let me open it up here.
Yeah, I can't believe that they're going away, man.
Yeah.
That shocked me.
So the headline is HMV Canada CEO Nick Williams on bankruptcy. Quote, younger audiences are less into purchasing music, end quote. And then it goes into details about the business. And this is the article where I actually saw that it was reported that they owe $56 million. But my response to this article on Facebook was, just tell the fucking truth. You had people that were in charge of things at the very top in HMV that had no business being in charge of things. You preferred yes men rather than people who had different ideas on how to keep the company moving forward. You were the undoing, not the customers. To which one of my former managers, actually my last manager, I quit HMV because I felt this manager was so terrible, actually responded and said, you don't know what you're talking about. And I said, I don't want to open this can of worms, but I respectfully disagree. She's since unfriended me on Facebook, which I find hilarious. But yeah, she was one of the people I'm referring to that had no business being in charge. She had no business being a manager, and there were people even higher up positions that had no business being there. I might get into more details on this in a future show, because I don't want to ramble for the next 20 minutes, because I very easily could on this subject. But this is
it definitely sounds like you could.
Oh, I've got a lot of anger built up. I've got a lot of anger built up. It frustrates me because the company could have done
They're like, fuck Loblaws, fuck HMV.
But it pains me because the company could be so much better than what it chose to be. Like, just one example that I'll give right now. You hardly ever saw any commercials for HMV, ever. Every once in a blue moon back in the day when Much Music was still airing music videos, you would occasionally see an HMV commercial here or there to check out upcoming new releases.
Yeah, definitely. They promote the CDs coming out and like other shit like that.
But it was very rare, and it was usually only on the music channels. It was like only on Much Music, and then eventually when Much More Music came out, on Much More Music as well. But you hardly ever saw any commercials on any of the main channels. You never saw any commercials on like CTV, on City, on Global, or if you did, it was much rarer than what it even was.
Or CFMT back in the day.
Yeah. So you hardly ever saw any commercials. Even back in the day, like when they didn't have to run commercials, they never ran commercials. And then they never changed that business model. Their business model was always, oh, well, word of mouth will keep us going. But you can't live off word of mouth in this day and age. They have tons of social media accounts. They have tons of social media accounts, but you would never know it because they never advertise it. I brought up one time to one of our regional managers, well, why don't we do something like print our social media on the receipts like a lot of other companies do so people know where to find us on social media?
Or get people to like take part in surveys, something, or like some kind of incentive to check the site.
Yeah. I'm like, why don't we just print something on the receipt? Because we didn't even have banners in store to let people know where to find us on social media. And unless they had something special that they wanted to promote for the month, and then you would have a poster maybe with one of the social media accounts. But it was very rare you saw anything in store telling you where to find them on social media. And I'm like, why don't we just print it on the receipt? They're like, it would be too costly to do that. I'm like, okay.
Oh, too costly to put fucking like 20 characters on a piece of paper?
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, well, HMV has a YouTube channel. Why don't you do each week? Because at this time when I brought this up, we were doing a promotion where we had what was called the no risk disc. So you would buy a CD, we would have it on a special price for like $7.99 or $10.99, something like that. You would buy it, and normally the return policy was once it had been opened, you couldn't return it to store because, especially in this day and age, we're risking people just burning the CDs and then
just ripping it off and putting it on their iPod or whatever the fuck.
Exactly. So the point of this no risk disc is that I think it was every 2 weeks, we would promote a CD to try and push that artist. And if somebody bought it and they listened to it at home and they didn't like it, they could come back and return it for a full refund, no questions asked. So I'm like, well, HMV has a YouTube channel. Why don't we do something where we make a video every 2 weeks promoting this and then posting it to the hmv.ca website? So when people hit the main splash page on the hmv.ca webpage, then you're seeing that video as well. First of all,
it'll make 100% like sense.
First of all, the regional manager told me that it would be too costly to have somebody make videos on a regular basis. I'm like, I'll do it for free. Like, it doesn't have to be good. It's just something to promote. YouTube, you don't have to pay to upload your videos to YouTube. It's free.
No, Russell nerds definitely know about that, folks.
Like, you don't have to have somebody good. The basic idea is just to do something to promote yourself so people know what you're selling. I'm like, I'll do it for free. Like, let me try doing it for like 2 months for free. I'll put it on there and then
your resume if it hit off.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. I'm like, I'll do it for free. Let me do it. I'll put it on YouTube and you can put it on the webpage. It's not going to cost you anything. Like, it only has to be like a 30 to 90 second ad, and you just say what the deal of the week is. You tell people if they don't like it, they can come back, no questions asked. I'm like, it's simple. It doesn't have to cost you a penny. And he's like, no, it's going to be too expensive. And then afterward, And then afterwards,
Sounds like you're talking to a paper bag. It's
yeah.
just like,
well, and then afterwards, this same regional manager that said it would be too expensive admitted to me that he didn't even know HMV had a YouTube page up. I'm like, that's part of the problem. We've had a YouTube page. I'm like, at this point, we had the YouTube page for 5 years, and the last video that was posted on there was 3 years ago. I'm like, that's the problem. We have this stuff that we're not using as promotion, and no one seems to know that we actually have it. I'm like, why don't we make use of this? And he's like,
digital age right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you have something, take control of it.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
But he didn't even know we had a YouTube page, and it had just been sitting idle for like 3 years. Like the last thing that had been on. The last thing that had been on there that had been posted was an interview to promote the first season of the Vampire Diaries on DVD. And after I what's that?
I said, you see how well that went?
Yeah, exactly. So after that, I noticed they started posting videos a little bit more. So in the last couple of, so I brought this up probably around 2013. So in the last 4 years, they had sort of posted videos on a more regular basis. But again, you wouldn't know it unless you specifically went to YouTube and searched for HMV, because they don't do fuck all to promote it. And that's just part of the problem. Like I said, I could ramble on for another 20 minutes about all the things that HMV did wrong.
I think you just did.
Oh, please, God, don't.
Oh, that's just part of it. Like, I could dedicate a whole entire episode, but I'm gonna leave it there. Because I've rambled on too long, but I'm just so passionate about it because it pisses me off so much that they could have done so much better, but they just had people in positions of power that didn't want to. So
yeah, they're very close-minded, it sounds like.
Yes, very. So HMV's undoing wasn't to do with the younger generation not buying music. HMV's undoing was caused by HMV and their lack of vision.
You heard it here first, folks.
But that's my rant and my story for this week. Do you have any stories or rants that you would like to go on this week?
I got a story. I don't know if my family will like it or not, but...
Oh, here we go.
But I'm definitely going to go for it. So this is back when I was like 11 or 12. This is like early 90s. People were allowed smoking in cars and just throwing it out right there because no one gives a fuck back in that day. People were smoking in cars all the time. If you're my age, which is 33, you've probably been in a car with someone smoking. So if you have criticism about that, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, hell, back in the day, you used to have restaurants that had smoking.
Exactly. And like you can smoke in hospitals, malls, you can smoke fucking everywhere back in the day. But I know someone would like pipe up like, hey, you shouldn't be smoking in your car with kids. Well, fuck, no one knew better.
Everybody did. They probably did too. Whoever's going to say.
But, yeah, we were going on a trip down to Florida. We're going to Disneyland for March break, because that's the fucking shit when you're Canadian. We went 2 years in a row, and I got, like, a little Ace Ventura card one time, like, an autograph on the back by fake Ace Ventura. I still have it in my wallet to this day. I'll show you one day, and one of the great highlights of my life.
I can tell.
Down, going through one of the states here, and my dad was smoking a cigarette in the car. My stepdad, sorry. And the heater fell off. He's wearing those tight nylon shorts people wore back in the day, and it went right through the thing, right to the crotch. Like, right to his balls. And he starts punching himself in the nuts. And, like, he's a big buff dude, like, fucking curly mullet, like AC Slater. Like, he'll punch me in the face if he hears me say this, so I'm throwing it out on the line right now. But he pulls over to the side of the highway, he gets off and starts smacking himself in the balls and dick, like,
trying to get the
so many times trying to get the fire out, because, like, you know, it's back in the day, people rock pubes all the time, they're not about grooming and shit.
Well, then, like, I don't even want to get into it. I know this man. I can't get into this.
I know this man too, and I don't care about talking about it.
That's different for you.
And then, yeah, it pulls over the side of the highway.
Yeah, this is kind of more creepy for you.
It all out, and we were good. We continued on the way and had a great vacation. But this is also, on the way down there, I found out, like, condoms for the first time ever. We're going through, no, I was too young to actually use one for what they were used for. Don't get me wrong here. But we were driving through, and I had to go pee at a gas station in the States. Of course, some of the gas station truck stops have, like, condom machines in it. And so I know from up here in Canada that, like, if you have a quarter machine, you put something in, you get a candy or a toy or a bouncy ball, you get something like that, right?
Yeah.
And I asked my mom for a quarter. And she's like, what for? I'm like, oh, there's a candy machine in the bathroom. And she's like, I can't give you a quarter. I was like, why not? She's like, can't give you a quarter. I wasn't really a kid. I was like 12 or 13, and I saw like the pictures on the thing, and it finally clicked in my head. I'm like, that's not to eat, that's for your dick. And I'm not going to put that in my mouth. That's 2 stories in one there.
That is 2 stories in one, and they were phenomenal.
Jenny, do you have a story to tell?
I never have stories. My life is boring.
Your life is not boring.
Oh, I'm married to you.
Oh, Burn of the Night by Jenny.
No, it wasn't. No, I just like...
That's my story. I'm married to Goobs.
It lets you into my life to know that I have to deal with this daily.
Yeah,
I'm not complaining.
Like 13 years almost, so.
Because I am the female him. I'm not so personable. I'm more of like an introverted bitch, so I just like stay to myself. But when you know me, I'm like the little him.
People thought we were brother and sister when we first got together,
we
man.
Look
It was
so much
weird.
Alike everything. We're like, yeah, it's weird. We're not brother and sister, by the way. I have a brother, and it's not him.
Does Goobs have any brothers or sisters?
Yeah. He's got a brother and a sister.
I have a brother and a sister. I'm about to have my first fucking niece or nephew.
From that side.
Congratulations. A hearty mazel tov and congratulations to you.
Circumcision for all.
It's not the first. He has a niece.
I have a first
on
niece.
my side.
But like my family side.
This is his brother. It's going to be a dad. So we're pretty excited.
Very nice, very nice. Mm-hmm. I'm an only child, so I never grew up with the joy of fighting with siblings or anything.
I wouldn't call it a joy.
Oh, next time I see him, give you a fucking noogie and Indian sunburn.
Hot Wheels tracks.
Oh, I'm gonna beat you with Hot Wheels tracks.
And pool noodles.
Next time I see your super kick, I'm showing up with Hot Wheel tracks. I'm gonna smack you around with them.
Just so you know what it's like to have a sibling.
Bring it. You know what I'm coming prepared with? Legos.
Legos? I don't want to step on those.
We do that every day anyways. Legos don't affect us anymore. We've got like Lego-proof feet.
Give me Legos, I'll build you a cage, I'll put you in it and suspend you above a ring.
Lego
shark cage.
You're impervious to Legos at this point.
Yeah. Our kid loves Legos.
I got calluses and the fucking has 4 dots in the bottom of my foot, man.
Yeah, our kid loves Legos, so it's everywhere.
Yeah, Goobs showed me some of the Lego stuff a couple weeks ago. Sent me some pictures of it. You got some pretty impressive Lego collections.
Yeah, we do got some pretty cool Lego, man.
Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah, the Ghostbusters. That's Steve. So like, Zim's not allowed to touch that.
It's Goobs.
Sorry, I can't like. It's like with at work. Like, I'll talk to people he works with, and I'm like, oh, I'm Steve's wife. And then I leave their house, and they're like, who the fuck is Steve? And then I get in trouble. He's like, they call me Gipsky. I'm like, but I can't call you that because, like, it's the same thing with Goobs. It's just not the same.
I hate being called Steven. My mom calls me that when she's pissed.
Or Zim.
Or Zim. Zim gets mad at me, too. Steven! It's like, you little bugger.
Steven. Or I do, I guess, once in a while.
Yeah, you both do. He learns from you.
Yeah, I know, right? Sorry.
I like that your kid gives you attitude. That's amazing.
That's all he does.
Because he's my kid.
He has her sass and my humor. Yeah. So, like, this kid's going to be something to fucking be reckoned with.
Yeah.
And the middle name being Bruce Wayne, he might actually turn out to be Batman.
That's awesome. You gave him the middle name Bruce Wayne. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
First name is Zim after an alien from a Nickelodeon cartoon back in the day.
Yeah, Invader Zim, yeah.
And then Bruce Wayne as in fucking Batman. It's going to be great for him at the bars later when he's, like, old enough to go to bars.
Like,
college, yeah, I'm Bruce Wayne, bitch. Getting that fucking poison ivy tang all up in that bush.
I don't want to ever think about my child. That's freaking gross.
I just got hit.
It's so gross. That's my baby.
It's like 14, 15 years from now. I'm just
but it's still going to be her kid. She doesn't want to think about that.
No, I don't.
This is what Goobs does on Glory Holes and Beer.
It gets his ass.
I told her it's gonna take weird turns.
Okay. But I don't need to think about my kid. Ew, gross. Yeah. I changed that bum, okay?
Hey, at least we have a boy, not a girl, so we don't gotta worry about one dick, not a million.
Not a million, man. Thank God.
You don't have a girl yet.
No, it's closed for business.
Oh, you one and done?
Yeah, I can't do that again, man. I gained 100 pounds. I was miserable. Being pregnant frickin' sucks.
Everyone thinks I'm a dick now? Wait till you saw me back then. I was a bigger dick.
Huge. And, like, honestly, man, the only good thing about being pregnant was I could eat a lot. And that's it. So, like, I can't do that again. And yeah, fuck that. Just fuck that shit.
So for anyone out there thinking about pregnancy, fuck that shit.
It sucks. from the mouth of Jenny Bean.
No, you get one awesome one, then stop after that.
Yeah, if your kid is good, stop. If it's a terror, have another one, because they say they're always opposite. We got lucky. We only had to have one to have a good one.
Or, adopt. Go to the kitty pound.
Yeah, of course. But that costs a lot of money, so to do that, you have to be
something I hear on the U.S. stations. Let's do. Adopt U.S. kids. Steve adopts his U.S. dog kids. I hate how my name is used in, like, so many fucking commercials, man.
Because it's so common.
Hey, Steve!
Or Steven, yeah. Always.
Yeah, but Goobs doesn't recognize Steven when
I broke kayfabe.
Because his wife is here, he can't not. His real life is sitting right beside him, staring him in the face. He has to, like...
This is real life, damn it!
Yeah, not Cal, your podcast wife. Your actual wife is with you right now.
He has a real wife.
And
that's a girl with
you've been
boobs.
coined my third wife, by the way.
Who? By who? Not me.
Calvin said or Ripken. I'm breaking kayfabe all over the place.
Hey, but I'm only marrying one more. I'm not marrying two more. For the family.
No, I'm marrying.
Is this gonna be... No,
these
because...
are my wives.
Oh, then what am I? How is this husband?
You're my husband.
But I'm a...
This is just taking a weird turn.
But I'm a girl. Remember?
She's the actual girl out of all of this.
The plan was that we were going to be like sister wives.
Oh, Mr. Wives.
Yeah, but I was going to have to like have commitment ceremonies with Calvin, but not have sex with him because that's not something I want to do. I love him, but not like that. He could just live in like in our shed or something. And then when I need to get away from you, I can go hang out with him in the shed.
Welcome to Gore Holes and Bills. Gore Holes and Bills.
Because we're going to have lots of them. Because we're going to have another mouth to feed. Gotta get another fucking job. I'll have 4. Support my Mr. Wives. Oh my god.
That's okay. That's okay. You'll have enough that TLC will give you your own reality show, so that'll pay the bills.
Yeah, I don't like being on TV. I don't like.
Well, you better learn to like it.
This will just be blurred out the whole time, just like a penis going into a vagina and like
internet, like that classic,
Japanese porno.
You know what I mean? That classic internet guy, or like freaking Grumpy Cat or something.
Man, I want to be an internet meme.
I would, you know what? Don't say that because I have a great one.
Let me punch you.
Hashtag dicks out for Ocho. Instead of dicks out for Harambe?
Are you kidding me? People are going to send you
You're just going to get a whole bunch of dick pics, bro. Why don't you say clits out for Ocho? That'd be better. Unless you swing the other way, then that's all good.
Who's going to respond to clits out?
China would,
It's true. You've either...
Women with class.
You got to do dicks out and... I would say tits out, not clits out.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. More like boobs or something. I don't know.
Not.
What about brown sock out?
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what a brown sock is?
What is that?
Okay, you want to hear a reaction right now, Ocho?
Oh my god, I don't know what this is, so it's going to be a double reaction.
Okay,
I have a feeling I know what this is, but I've never heard it.
Brown sock, or aka a pink sock, is when you go in, like, no lube into the anus, rip out, and you pull the anus out of the body.
Jesus. Oh.
Like, okay. Does that actually happen?
Yeah.
Like,
it's one of the top injuries in the porn industry.
Really? That's fucking gross. You're making this up, you asshole.
No, it's a real
thing.
Even exist? I dare you to Google it right now. I dare you.
No. If you're listening to this right now, do not Google that.
I dare everyone to Google
do
it right
not
now.
Google that. Do not Google that.
I want to be working.
Ask Suri what a brown sock is or pink sock.
I don't know how to use her on my phone.
I
You
thought
would tell me that it's a sock.
I thought strawberry shortcake was bad the first time that I heard what it was.
No, that's hilarious.
I don't even want to know.
Why don't you
No,
explain
no.
to Jem what a strawberry
So
shortcake
basically, a
is, Ocho?
strawberry shortcake, in short, no pun intended, is when you come on a girl's face and then you punch her so hard that her nose bleeds.
You got
That's
it.
horrible.
You got it wrong.
That's
Oh,
that's
no.
how I heard it.
You got it wrong.
That's how I heard it. What? How did you hear it?
That you.
Oh no! Don't even say
I
it.
can't
Don't,
even explain this in front of my wife right
don't,
now, but
yeah.
I'm gonna.
Because the fact that you know this is going to get you fucking in the doghouse.
No,
for
man,
that
this
month.
has been a thing since high school. This
High
happened.
school.
High school. But yeah, in the mouth, down the throat, out the nose, punch. That's the cleanest way I can
But like,
describe
what
it.
in the mouth? I don't understand.
Semen.
So much that it's going to come out
You
my
like-
nose. That's not going to. What, are you going to shake me? That's not going to work.
Shake
It doesn't work.
Yeah, I think the
If it
way
goes
I
to the
heard
throat,
it,
goes to the stomach.
I think I heard.
Unless you punch her in the gut and she.
I
then
think the
maybe
way
it's
I
like
heard
the
it
nose.
makes more logical sense.
Well, no, Jen just added another aspect to it.
Oh no, I
Punch her in the gut, then the nose. Then you get it.
Because you'll get the. And then the
We
stuff.
don't
will come
condone
out.
this at all here. It's just things that we heard about at
I
a
don't know
younger
that you
age.
hear about these things.
The-
I've only heard of these dirty things from you.
This is the episode where people officially tune out and never
I
come
was about to say,
back.
the poor person that pays for this and sits there and listens to the whole thing. I'm sorry. If you come to my house, I will hug you. Okay? I'm sorry. You're not going to punch me in the face or do anything else, but still. That's disgusting. And like, some sick fucker's like, fuck yeah. You know what fucking. You don't know anything. So gross.
Of course, my all-time favorite, and it's not a gross one, it's just hilarious, is the Houdini.
Oh, I love the Houdini.
I don't even think. I don't know.
You
I
know
don't.
the Houdini?
I've heard of it, but I can't. I don't remember what it is.
Tell her the
I've just
Houdini.
heard the term. Maybe I'm thinking of just Houdini himself, like vanishing. I
Well,
don't know.
yeah, that's what happens.
You just leave.
No,
Date raper and leave. Fuck
no,
you.
no, there's no raping allowed.
Okay,
Why are
good.
you mentioning
I was gonna
that?
say, don't condone this.
This ain't GHB, it's glory holes and beers.
Yeah, we are working on a name change because it's been brought to my attention that our social
Yes,
media,
I
the short form on our social media is not something that we want to be associated with. It wasn't.
No.
No, not at all.
It wasn't my intention,
Glory
and
holes, clearly.
it
It's
wasn't my
fine.
intention,
No.
and I am working on getting that changed.
We should
I
call
just
it glow hole.
I haven't. I keep trying to
Glow
get.
hole and bow.
I keep trying to get it changed, but Twitter support
Twitter
refuses
support
to get
date
back
rape
to me
him.
because they're assholes. So I'm trying to get it
Glowhole,
changed.
man. We should be glowhole.
Glow hole and bow.
Glowhole and bow.
Yo.
The Glowho Bow podcast,
Glory bows.
but how the bow wouldn't really work because it's beer.
I know, but it just rhymes, so shut up. Let me have my glow hole. Glory.
Fuck, what was I just talking about? Oh, the
Houdini.
Houdini.
Oh shit, damn it, I thought it
So
distracted you.
no one's distracted me on this. It's when like you're doing doggy style and you have your girl pressed against a window.
You just shove her out.
I'm going the right way, right, Roach? Right, Ocho?
Right.
Yep, you're going the right way so far.
Right, Rocho? Okay, right. But yeah, you're going doggy style, and then all of a sudden, like the lights are out and everything, and you go out on the other side of the window and lights turn on, and you're standing there waving at her, and like you have someone else filling her in from
Oh,
behind.
that's so gross. Ew. Yeah, okay, I did not know what that was. You guys are fucking disgusting.
That's
I've
why
only-
we're glory holes and
I
beers.
think I've only ever heard of one, and I don't even remember. It was like, I don't know if it was Spider-Man or Superman.
Oh, the
I think that's the only one I
Spider-Man
know.
and Superman.
Okay, then I guess I know two, so congratulations.
Well, a Spider-Man.
Wait,
is
I don't
when
know
you put-
these ones. I need to
Hold
hear
on,
these
your
ones.
wrist.
And
And
then
you slap her and she turns around like, what? And you flick it at her. And then you hit her in the face and you yell, Spider-Man.
That's kind of funny, I guess, but don't ever think that that's acceptable to do to your wife. Okay.
Have you heard of the Superman Ocho?
I have not.
Back.
Okay, Superman is like, you blow your load, I guess, all over the back. and then you stick the sheet to her so when she wakes up she has a cape.
Again, funny, but don't take your life. I've never heard that's like the grossest ones I've ever heard. So.
I'm picturing that in my head, and it's fucking hilarious.
You just know what's going on. She's walking to the bathroom, little pee like insert Superman music here.
That's it. Fucking horrible.
Oh man. Oh yeah. So
Too bad Christopher Reeves can't do that.
So.
Ow!
Jesus.
That's so bad.
Well, I mean, he's dead now anyway, so it kind of doesn't matter.
So mean.
But the other way that I heard the strawberry shortcake explained, or the other name that I've heard it called, based on the way it was explained to me, was the Tony Danza.
Oh yeah,
fucking hilarious.
where you jerk off, you blow your load in her face, and as you blow, you're like, "Who's the boss?" And then you punch her immediately after, and now Tony Danza, bitch.
Yeah, who's the boss, bitch? Wham! I've heard it happen.
We have a woman repeating it on this show. Jesus Christ!
What, does that make me horrible?
No, it makes you one of us now.
Oh, dear
Stories
God.
about HMV, like being shiesty and all that shit, and then right into the dirty shit. If anyone's listening right now,
I'm sorry.
I want to be. I do
you
want to
a
be
hug?
clear. One does not have anything to do with the other.
no, definitely not.
I bet you people had sex in HMV.
Why not?
Oh, I'm
But I
sure
mean,
they did. I know people that have had
Looking
sex
for
in
CDs,
Loblaws.
It takes a while to find the right one, right? So
Somebody
you
who
stick it in.
needs you from behind.
Get Houdini to
When you're
HMV.
looking at for a CD. That's probably rape. Again, that's horrible.
You're the one who keeps mentioning rape on this show.
But I'm sorry, if that happened at HMV, I don't think anybody would, say, yeah, let's do that at HMV. Probably wouldn't be by choice.
I mean, I know people that have had sex at Loblaws.
Ew. Hopefully not on my food.
Well, hopefully not at my work. It's mostly men.
In the meat department, for the record. Just in case anyone was
In
interested.
the meat department? That's funny. They got their meat.
Would you like some Italian sausage? Yeah, can you please stick it in my Gouda?
I also know of an incident that happened in a Wendy's employee room.
Go on.
Ew.
So I'm not
I
gonna
had a
name.
guy fucking chicken in one
Yeah,
point
that's
in my
so
life.
gross. It wasn't you, though. Please, right?
No, it wasn't me.
So okay, I'll try to make this as quick as possible. So I was working at Wendy's at the time, and
Oh, no.
so
You're the redhead.
what's that?
He's Wendy. Are you really Wendy?
Are you Wendy?
I'm not allowed to say.
Oh, shit, he's Wendy.
I was going for Raggedy Ann and it didn't work out.
You Randy Handy?
Raggedy Andy?
No, Raggedy Handy. Just Handies.
Oh, ew.
Jesus. So anyways,
He didn't deny it, though.
I'm trying to get out the story because we're at almost an hour, so I'm just trying to get out
Oh,
the
shit,
story.
really? Okay, let's go.
Because I talk.
And so, well, it's because of all the sex stories that we had. And the HMV rant. But anyway, so I was working at Wendy's at the time, and I was supposed to start my shift, and I went down, and the door was jammed. The door to the employee room was jammed. I tried pushing the code, wouldn't work. Tried pushing
the bell?
and tried to push
Sorry, I'm talking to him.
tried to push the
I'm
code a
sitting
couple
backwards on my
times.
chair now.
Wouldn't work. The door was completely jammed. So I go upstairs. Manager sees I haven't changed. She's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "I don't know. The door's not opening. The door's jammed." So she goes down there, checks it out, and it turns out that because our Wendy's was one of the ones that was joined with Tim Hortons. So turns out one of our employees was banging one of the Tim Hortons employees in the Wendy's.
Oh, shit. They have a baby named Tendy? Or Timdy?
Wait, no, it gets better. It gets better. So
Oh, no.
the dude that worked for us that was involved in this, his mom also worked at that same store.
Oh, no.
And she was there while this happened. So, all of a sudden, you just see her jet down the stairs to the employee room, and you just start hearing fucking screaming. And everyone upstairs, by this time, has found out what's been going on. So everyone's, like, laughing their asses off while we're hearing this guy getting yelled at by his mom.
For having sex while at work. So funny.
And that's why it was okay in high school, for that same fucking reason as you heard before here on Glory Holes and Beers.
Oh, man. You know what? We didn't do any breaks to do shout-outs for people tonight. I'll try to fit an ad break in somewhere.
I'm sure you can shove it somewhere here.
I know you meant that in the dirtiest way possible, you sick man.
Hey.
But I think that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Glory Holes and Beer. We'd like to thank
Thanks for putting up with us, folks.
Now, if there's one person, I am so sorry. Really, I'm sorry.
Jenny is the voice of reason that will apologize to everybody on our behalf.
That's right. They're sorry, too. Not just me. We're all sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
If you would like to interact with us on social media, we can be found right as it stands right now on Twitter at GHB Podcast. I'm still working on changing that name, but right now, that's what it is. That's where you can find us. You can also find us on Podbean, ghbpodcast.podbean.com. Once I can get the Twitter handle sorted out, I'll rebrand and fix the Podbean account as well. Because, as I said, once I found out what that stood for, that's not something, obviously, that we want to be associated with as much as we may.
Why don't we just, take a, Bush X route to things, like Glory Holes and Beers X.
GHBX?
Extreme, that makes it worse.
GHB Ecstasy?
Yeah, that makes it worse.
This is going down a completely different path. But that's where you can find us for now on social media. We're working on fixing that. You can become our patron on Patreon. If you're on Podbean, there's buttons on the Podbean app and on the Podbean website.
Touch our buttons, folks. Touch them hard.
Buttons, man.
Touch all of our buttons.
Press our buttons just...
Click our buttons.
Press our buttons just right and help us out.
Feel the buttons.
But we'd love it if you became our patron, donate it to the show, help support us so we can continue to grow and pay for an unlimited account so we can do more shows that will piss you all off. Jenny, Goobs, any final words before we go?
Bye. Sorry.
You know what? I really miss Tahiti Treat, man.
Oh, it's so damn good. I was thinking about that today, actually. And that is something that we can literally say, I waited 20 years for that shit. It's so good. I don't think I've had it in 20 years. Apparently you can still buy it, but...
Yeah, if you live in America.
Yeah,
if anyone lives in America and wants to send us a Tahiti Treat...
We won't complain.
I'll give you my address.
What was the other one? Hawaiian Punch. Does that thing still exist?
Yeah, in the States.
Yeah, I think in the States, yeah.
I think you're getting juice boxes up here.
Maybe, yeah.
Because we have a kid, so juice boxes are a thing.
Plentiful, yeah.
Here, shut up, juice box.
But that's going to wrap it up for this edition of Glory Holes and Beer. Thank you guys for listening. Have a great night.
No, don't.
This is the Secret Transmission Podcast. We are a podcast about the strange and unusual, the secret and the conspiracies, the friends and the supernatural. We're a podcast that talks about weird things like number stations, the Bermuda Triangle, the Salem witch trials, time travel, the moon landing, the Zika virus, serial killers, cults, the deep web, UFOs, superstitions. We cover it all. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, and Google Play. You can also follow us on Twitter, at Secret Transpod, at SecretTranspod. Come listen to us try to explain the unexplainable.
Hello everyone, my name is Miles, better known as Mr. Most Days Off.
And I'm Richie the Whiz Kid.
And we're the host of the Best Darn Diddly Review Show, available at thefanspodcast.com.
Each and every week, we review 2 classic Simpsons episodes from way back in the 90s.
Follow us on Twitter at bestdarndiddly, and go check out our show at thefanspodcast.com.
Wubba-lubba-dub-dub.
No, man, that's the wrong show.
God damn it, Kyle.
That's both not my name and the wrong show.
Dope!
There it is. Remember, everyone, it's the Best Darn Diddly Review Show, available at thefanspodcast.com and iTunes and Stitcher.
Woohoo!